Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you, sir?
I'm very well and I'm very happy to see you.
Thank you. This in this show we have Mr. Asif Khan with us, and it's a pleasure for us to have him. We are doing it for the first time, inviting someone in our show and then asking him few questions. We are gonna start with the first question as for Pakistan versus England match going on. So right now, as Pakistan got an early breakthrough, right now the situation doesn't seem too good. So what do you make of Crawley is now batting pretty fast?
Sohaib Iqbal, first of all, let me congratulate you on such a fantastic program. I have been watching your shows in the past 2 3 days. Ever since you approached me, I'm so glad to see a boy of this age is this much passionate and this much uh, on the money, as we say in cricket, because you have been a follower of cricket. You have been on the money, man, and just keep it up. I'm so happy to be part of this program. Let me say this first, and now to this test match. Let me tell you one thing: do not make your mind on the first day or the second day of a test match. Test match is the most beautiful format, and the beauty of this format lies in the uncertainty and uh, in the flexibility, you could say, in the volatility of this format. If something happens this morning, uh, a complete contrast can happen in the next session. So always weigh a test match session by session. We got a wicket. Pakistan got a wicket early on, and this is not the first time that Pakistan have gotten a wicket
Yes.
in the early part. But Pakistan did not bowl even a single maiden over in the first
Yes.
hour. This is also a noteworthy point. So let things, go a little further, and then we'll be in a position after a couple of sessions, or after this day we'll be in a position to make something out of it. But Pakistan early on bowls well. This is not the new thing. And whenever you go to England, this has been a routine there. This has been the site in England. This Duke ball. You understand what Duke ball is?
Yes.
What
Yes.
is the difference between Duke and the Kookaburra ball?
Yes.
You,
There's a,
if you understand that, and if you have gone through the record, especially of Pakistan, ever since from or let's talk about this raise the bat series. Raise the bat series means three test matches of Pakistan and England, three test matches of Pakistan and the West Indies. The the average score of for the first wicket has been quite low, and this has been the recipe here. This has been the side here. So
yes.
no big deal if an opener has lost a wicket. No big deal. You got to have your grip in the coming session as well. In the following session as well. There are 90 overs in a day. So Pakistan has to win more sessions and
Yes.
play smartly to win a test match. It's very important because let me recall that Suhaib, that Pakistan last time lost a series in England in 2010.
Yes.
So quite a lot at stake for Pakistan.
Yes. So, how much score will you be expecting that Pakistan should restrict England in?
Basically, it's not about the score. Let me put it this way: you've got to get 20 wickets as early as possible. A score of 250 is an okay score on any wicket, but you got to get 20 wickets. If you and Pakistan have that capacity, so does England.
Yes.
Unfortunately, in Pakistan's case, because Vokes has been on song. Now Archer has come back as well. They have Bess as well, but they do not use Bess. I don't know why. But you Pakistan must have that much cushion that their bowlers could get 20 wickets, 10 wickets in each innings, of course.
Yes.
So got to be methodical as far as the fielding is concerned, because in the first match we can easily forget the second match because of the weather. But in the first match, the game was in Pakistan's grasp, and people were so happy
Yes.
after the first inning. Everyone was banging the bugle because Shan Masood had a fantastic innings
Yes.
of 150 plus. So what what got proven in the end, that first inning does not matter. You
Yes.
got to be on the money
Whole
throughout
day.
the test match. So throughout the test match, in fact, and Pakistan lost that test match in the middle, courtesy that partnership between Butler and Vokes. But
Folks.
Pakistan had their fair share of you know misfortunes and fair shares of mistricks as well. Pakistan lost the plot in the middle. So that was the first test match. Let's see how Pakistan goes.
At first, we were hearing that the PSL 5 will be continued in November. Then the news came that maybe it will not be continued in November, the three matches. So, what's the news right now coming up?
The news right now is the PSL's resumption is very very important because of uh, because of a few issues that are linked with it. If it is not completed, that financial cycle is not done as well. And if the financial cycle is not done, the payments are not done. And as far as my knowledge goes, there are still about 10-15% of the payment is pending to the players who are in the teams in the semi-finals. Two teams are out, Islamabad and Quetta Gladiators, so they are done with that. But the other guys, they have their payments pending because of the fact that the PSL is yet to get finished. So on this account, it is very important. The second account is, of course, you got to have a champion before the start of the
Yes.
next edition. So for that matter as well, Pakistan, and there is a window available as well because there is no T20 World Cup. So there is a window from October till the early next year. So every other team is trying to do something or the other. Sri Lanka is doing their Lankan Premier League in the same bracket. India is doing the same with the
Yes.
IPL. In December, I was told by one of my fellows in Bangladesh cricket setup that they are also planning Bangladesh Premier League in December. CPL is underway right now, and
Yes.
during this period, somewhere in from mid of November till the early part of December, Pakistan will also try and get it done with this remaining part of the PSL. So let's see how it goes. But at the end of the day, it all depends on the situation, the COVID-19 situation, because I'm hearing, I was reading in paper as well, that probably, or God forbid, the situation will go up in the coming
Yes.
days. This is what I was told by someone, but I'm sure things will be taken care of.
Hmm. Yes, we only need 3 days for the matches as well. Three matches, 3 days. And the next thing that we have, we are taking we are appointing some coaches by PCB that in the high performance center, Muhammad Yusuf and Muhammad Zahid, and we should also get these coaches in the grassroots level so the players coming up will be much more better and will need a bit less help coming forward as the best stage for cricket will be the grassroots. If you learn the thing over there, then it will be much easier for you to coming up with your age and then playing.
That's fantastic. You have answered the question as well. This should be the way to go forward. Pakistan have appointed a few new faces, and I do not want to get into the nitty gritties and the complexity of this matter. Yeah, are you happy with these appointments?
Yes, they are fine from my point of view.
Fantastic, fantastic. Then I'm all with you, man. You tell me what should be done. What should be done with Pakistan cricket? Start with under 16. There is an under 16 team as well of
Yes.
Pakistan. Let me tell you, The under 16 team went to Australia in 2015, and that under 16 team had Mohammad Hasnan,
mm,
had Shaheen Shah Afridi. These guys were there, and Pakistan's senior team were playing the World Cup of 2015 when Misbah was the captain. So during that span, Stephen Waugh, he came to see the Pakistan under 16 team, and he was so impressed with Hasnan
Hasnain,
and Shaheen Shah Afridi, and he then predicted that these two boys could play or would play the next World Cup in 2019,
mm,
and it happened. So
yes,
this is the under 16 story of Pakistan. Uh, the head coach of that team is now, in fact, the two coaches with that team. One was Rahman. Rahman is with Southern Punjab's team now. He's the head coach there. And the second guy, who was the assistant coach, Mohammad Masroor, he is now the assistant coach of the Northern Cricket team, which is under Mohammad Wasim. So, good people, you were absolutely spot on that good people were picked up and they were placed at the right point, which is the grassroots level. But still, there are questions which I do not want to discuss with you at this point in time because they have just been appointed only yesterday.
yeah.
Should be given time. Big, so let's hope for the best. If you are always all good with it, I'm okay with it too.
Thank you for your time, sir. It was a pleasure to
And
have.
end of the story. No, I do not want to end this session at this point. This is too short an interview. I
Oh,
went all the time at the at the saloon and all. Am I looking okay?
yes.
No, I got my finger broken. Yeah,
Yeah. What happened there?
still I'm here.
What happened?
It's because of the. I did not tell this to anyone, but it's because of the cricket match. I played a cricket match 2 days back, and after a long layoff, so during practice, I got hit at the top of this index finger, and the top joint got dislocated.
Oh,
All is good. The X-ray is good, but this is for the love of the game. And after that, let me tell you, after that, I fielded for 20 overs.
mm,
I kept wickets, but I got hurt at the same point during having a dive at a catch. I got hit again, so I got to get out. Then I left the club. Then somebody else did that duty, but I roamed here and there at the ground and spent the entire 20 overs for the love of the game.
mm.
So this is it. Why are you wrapping it up?
So you can also tell. I want to also ask that Babar Azam gets out after the break. Means we saw it in the Test series against England and the Test series against Bangladesh as well. He's batting pretty good, and then a break comes, and the next day or next session he suddenly gets out.
Yeah, Suhaib, you are asking very tough questions. These are very tough questions. Well, I'm telling you, these are very tough questions, and these are very sort of pertinent questions that everyone talks so highly of Babar Azam. He's a fantastic player, no
Yes, no
doubt
doubt.
about that. But what makes you greatest is the value of wicket.
Mm,
I have had sessions with greats like Javed Miandar, greats like Vivian Richards. These are the batsmen I'm talking about. Like VVS Lakshman, these chaps. I have had the opportunity to have direct sessions with them, and Zahir Abbas, the greatest of all, Yunus
yes.
Khan, Inzamamul Haq, Muhammad Yusuf. I was forgetting it. It's a sin. Oh, it's a sin forgetting Muhammad Yusuf out of the list. He's one of the best
Mm,
in history. So what they all said is that you got to put value on your wicket. Got to put value on your wicket. Let me share an ex, uh, uh, an experience with you. I was watching a club game in 2015 at the National Stadium in Karachi. Sarfraz Ahmed was the captain of one club, and he had been appointed the T20 captain as well by then. So he was playing, and his team was chasing a target of about 300 plus, and his team was about 15, 16, or 20 runs away from that target, and Sarfraz hit a ball in the air and got out after making a century.
Oh,
And at that time, Zahir Abbas was the chief guest at the occasion, and Zahir had also been announced as the ICC president. What Zahir Abbas did at the culmination ceremony, when Sarfraz came and got the Man of the Match award, Zahir said, "Sarfraz, stop. Now you have double responsibility on your shoulder. You were the captain at the club, but you have been announced as the captain of the Pakistan team as well. So you got to be a torch bearer. You got to be the one people should look at. So what rubbish the shot you played. Your team was just on the verge of
victory.
win. You should have crossed the line with the team. You should have escorted your team home, but you recklessly played a shot and got out. So that I am the eyewitness. And later, about a month later, I got to get a chance to sit with Zahir Abbas, and I recall that event. And then he said that if you are a good player, you got to put a value tag or a price tag on your wicket. This, unfortunately, is missing it right now. But I am very hopeful that this man, Babar Azam, would excel, and he would definitely and hopefully and God willingly, he will do wonders for Pakistan.
Yes. Because he plays a sensible kind of cricket and doesn't plays the loose shots that make him go out. And he's a good technical batsman, and even his cover drive is acknowledged all over the world, and people compare
Ah,
him with Virat Kohli.
everyone.
So, do you
No,
think
Virat does not have
yes,
that. No. No, Virat does not have
cover
that
drive?
cover drive.
Yes.
Virat has something else. Virat has something else. Virat is let me say this. People will kill me on that. Virat is not that technically is not that sound. I mean, he's not bookish. Bookish means Sachin Tendulkar.
Hmm.
He was bookish. While playing a drive on the offside, Sachin's uh, front foot would be in line with the ball, where the ball is pitched. This is called bookish, and his elbow is in that direction as well. His follow through would be in that direction where the shot is played. But Virat Kohli is a different guy altogether. He uses his reach to perfection. His hand-eye coordination is just immaculate, and on top of everything, his fitness. His
Hmm.
fitness is just unparalleled, and his confidence. He has that confidence that he would do that. Babar, I may be wrong, but Babar is yet to get that confidence that yeah, I can do it. This confidence, like the confidence that Yunus had, uh, the confidence that Inzamam had. But these guys are pillars. The confidence that Javed Miandad had. You did not see Javed Miandad, I know, but one hell of a player he was. And no denial, no taking away from Babar Azam. He's fantastic. He's one of the best players in the world at the moment. But he still has room to excel, to improve.
Yeah. So we are actually talking about Baba Azam, so I should taking the point as well that Nasir Hussain, the commentator, actually rated him in the top five. So do you rate him there as well?
Top five. I think there are two ways of looking at things. One is the productivity of a player, and the other thing is the is the appearance of a player. If you put all these top players in front of me, I would pick Rohit Sharma.
Hmm.
Rohit Sharma is basically an amalgam of a site, a fantastic site, very beautiful on the eyes, and he is productive as well. Then you have an example of Smith.
Hmm.
Smith is not attractive, but he is productive, very productive indeed. On the last English tour, he was on song and he was beating every bowler. So Babar is definitely there because he has been productive. He has been attractive as well, and he's young. He still has time, but he just need to, get a bit high on that confidence pedestal, I should say. But he's still young. He is one of the best, one of the best. Yeah, in the top five, definitely.
Yes. And
And he
as
has been on
yes,
anyway.
$135.
He's among the top five batsmen anyway, as far as the current ranking is concerned. So who am I to take him out?
Yes. And uh, today Pakistan did no changes in the squad. Are you happy with the squad? It's playing. That's playing.
Basically, it's very awkward to say something about the squad while sitting
Hmm.
in a different
Yes.
continent or in a different country this far down. If you do not know the nature of the wicket, nature of the surface, and the ambience and all, you can't comment on the squad. But they have not changed the squad for a reason because the last match was
Yes.
actually it was a nothing
Same.
match, and they are playing at the same venue, and I hope at the a different pitch. But the nature of the pitch, I was told, I was having a word with someone who is involved in the commentary last night, and he was saying that the pitch is of almost the same nature. So that's why it is quite possible that the teams would go with the same combination. England,
Yes.
because they rested Archer,
Anchor.
and you see, pace has always been a handy thing, and we have seen Pakistani players against Woods and against Anderson, Broad. So Archer has been a handy bowler always.
Uh, Now coming to a point that some people say Wahab Riaz should win the team, but I actually deny the point where with giving my opinion that he has got the pace, but in Test cricket when it comes to bowling more overs, his length actually differs and he gets strokes for fours.
So, hey, when did Wahab play the last time in Test matches?
Maybe West Indies series 2 years back.
No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. He played, if I'm not mistaken, in 2018
Yes, yes,
in October.
yes.
I got to check it again, but if my memory serves me correctly, he
Hmm.
played in October 2018. Then he was tagged as a white ball cricketer, and then Mickey Arthur was not really confident. Uh, he did not have confidence in him. The selectors of that time as well. So he has not played, so we cannot judge him. But he has the pace, I believe. He could deliver the good, but he is out of this Test match series, so there is no point in talking about him. But he has pace. But I'm. Let me give you a very interesting stat. During the West Indies England series, you see that bowler Gabriel, the right arm fast bowler. I was reading and he was bowling a lot of no balls.
Yes.
All right, and ever since he made his debut, he has bowled over 200 no balls.
Hmm.
And I was reading a stat that since Gabriel made his debut, which is toward 2012-13, all those bowlers who bowled no balls, Wahab is there in that list
Yes.
as well. Quite high. Quite high. I think Ishan Sharma was there, Wahab Riaz was there, and Gabriel was peaking that with 200. So he has that problem. He has that problem. But pace is there. Control is the thing which basically gives you wickets. And at the end of the day, as you mentioned as well, you've got to get wickets to win Test matches. You don't need to bowl two or three good balls to go gaga. People would go gaga on social media. But what is the end result? What is the end result? This is what matters.
Yes.
So,
Uh, if you follow
sir,
IPL,
what do you do?
What
I do follow IPL. Yeah.
what were you asking?
I was asking about you. What do you do, sir? You are a fantastic interviewer, and this has been my one of my best interviews.
Thank you. Uh,
In which part of Lahore you live?
Johor Town.
Lahore town. Yeah, I like Lahore.
Uh,
I've been to Lahore uh, quite a, uh, quite a lot. In last November, I was in Lahore. I was playing for a cricket match. Yeah, I played a cricket match in Lahore
mm,
in November last. Oh, sorry, October.
oh,
Then I played a match in Islamabad. Then I played a match in Peshawar. Anyway, so what do you do otherwise?
uh, I mostly watch matches and just take looking stats and just these days playing. These days cricket was a bit less because of COVID, and now I have again started it, and I run my YouTube channel as you know, and the online classes in the morning.
Fantastic. So, who is your favorite YouTuber?
Uh, if you talk
Who is
about
your favorite YouTuber?
cricket, if you come on to cricket, that's probably Ramiz Raja because he's got he's
Ah,
got the good abilities to speak and he comes positive as well as his, and means I like his analysis. That's why, and if you
you
come on,
don't like Shoaib Akhtar? You don't like Shoaib
he
Akhtar?
he
Yeah,
uploads,
Ramiz Raja is there. You,
yes, he uploads less videos.
Ramiz
So
uploads,
uh,
yeah, very short videos. Ramiz uploads very short. And what about Shoaib Akhtar, Rashid Latif, Dr.
yes,
Numan,
yes,
uh, then
uh,
Babar, Savera Pasha?
yes,
There are
I
few,
watch.
Bahid Khan,
Yes, I watch everyone actually, but mostly as you said,
everyone.
yes, mostly everyone I follow
So,
Wahid Khan as well,
do
and
you have any message for Wahid Bhai, Wahid Saab, Wahid Khan? You should follow him. Wahid Khan is one of the most senior journalists, sports journalists. So he's good.
mm,
Do follow these people who have knowledge, and you will, you'll go good. And no studies, nothing. You did not say that you study as well.
I said I take online classes in the morning and then do the homework and
Aha,
then
in which
seventh
standard you are?
seventh class left
Seventh,
us. Yes,
seven. You are in seventh class, and you said you are 14 years old. Did you say that? 13.
yes.
Ah, 13. You are. Anyway. So I wish you all the best,
Thank
buddy.
you,
And I'm here anytime. I enjoyed this session. I thoroughly enjoyed this session.
thank you very much.
I loved it. I loved it. And you
Thank you,
have that knowledge. You have that current. You have that spark in you
thank you,
to go places.
thank you.
Okay. Anything
Allah
else? I'm available. I'm available. I
no,
can spend
nothing,
an hour with you.
nothing.
Mohammed Zahid or anybody else, Abdul Razak, Azhar Mahmood. So get knowledge. You want to excel in this field. If you want to do something better than the others,
Mm,
get knowledge. This is the only thing. And read uh, at least a couple of newspapers.
mm,
The sports section to get the know-how of the current affairs. And then in today's age, everything is on the internet. There are authentic websites, and go for authentic websites.
mm,
There are very few authentic cricketing websites, and people know.
mm.
So follow that, and that's it. That's it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, boy.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Thank you.
Recording हो रही है अभी तक. Okay. Should I leave?
Yes,
So
yes.
when are you putting it on?
5:45, 35.
Oh, today.
Yes.
Okay. Send me.